Welcome back to Thank Channel. Welcome back to my X4 Foundations journey. I'm still new to this vast universe, learning the ropes and figuring out how to trade, explore, and build my space empire. Every episode is a new challenge, and I'm excited to see where this adventure takes us. Let's jump in and see what happens next. Let's continue with the advanced tutorial. We need to go through everything to ensure a smooth experience since everything is still new to me. So, join me as we keep learning together.
I'll give you time to play around with it. Re-enable flight assistance when you want to move on to the next step. The next part is technically against the rules, so you didn't hear it from me. We'll combine two of the things you've learned, aimed at empty space, and activate travel mode. Build up some speed. Now, turn off. Your speed is no longer increasing. More importantly, though, your ship is very maneuverable again. It takes a practice, but you can use this for significant course corrections during travel mode. Try this now by aligning to the new objective, then re-enabling flight assistance. I find it really fun to drift my way into jump gates at high speed that way, but do be careful and practice in a safe environment first. I don't want to hear about you turning your ship into a pancake, right? Right, now that the exciting part is over, let's wind down with something a bit calmer.
Tired of waiting for shuttles? Want to fly wherever you want, whenever you want? Then what you need is a pilot's license. And what's the best place to get one? That's right, Jason.
Now, here's a little thing that many pilots don't use, but if you do end up liking it, you'll really appreciate it. Depending on how you've set up your flight controls, you might only have convenient control over 2 steering axes rather than all 3. This is fine for most pilots. However, with many ship configurations, rolling is much more effective than yawing, or vice versa. This is where adaptive steering can help. When turned on, the primary steering axis will be set to whichever one is best for your current ship configuration. I've turned on adaptive steering and changed the thruster configuration of your ship to favour rollover yaw. Fly around a little to get a feeling for it. I've prepared a little course for you. Please fly close to each of the navigation beacons in turn. Your next target will always be marked in orange. Don't worry, you're not being timed.
shuttles, want to fly wherever you want, whenever you want, then what you need is a...
Today we'll cover one of my most advanced lessons, designing and building stations. Open the map. To begin with, you need a plot of space. Open the highlighted menu. Here you can manage your plots, or buy new ones, as we will do now. Create a new plot now. You can leave the size as it is. The two boxes you see are your actual plot, and the buffer distance it needs to have between it and other stations, gates and highways. You will also notice a price being displayed. It changes as you move the plot around. Not only are certain sectors more expensive than others, the price also goes up if gates, highways or stations are nearby. Place the plot in a remote but cheap location for now. Now buy the license for this plot. You can build a station without paying for the plot, but that is sure to anger whoever owns the sector. Now select Continue to get to the next step. The left side lists all the types of station modules. Production modules are open by default. Let's start with a dock though. Open the highlighted menu. You have access to two modules right now, a pier for capital ships and a dock module for smaller ships. There are many more options, but you need to acquire their blueprints first. Select the pier. You'll notice its colour sometimes changing between green and red. If it's red, then it's not in a valid location. It may be outside of the plot, intersect with another module, or be in an exclusion zone. We will learn about those in a moment. Place this module anywhere inside the plot. A so-called transform gizmo has appeared. You can grab and drag any of the arrows to move the module along that axis. Do so now. Doing the same to one of the circles will rotate the module. Do so now. You can reset a module's rotation by interacting with it. Do so now. Okay, now select the other dock module. As you move it around, you will notice that it can snap to the already placed pier. You may also notice that you can't place it in the marked area in front of the pier. That is the so-called exclusion zone. It needs to be free of other modules so that ships can dock. Place the dock module now. Let's place a few more modules to make this a fully operational station. First, take a look at the other module section. There are a number of cheap connection modules that you can use to make your station look nice. You don't have to use them, but feel free to do so during this lesson. Now, select a production module and place it. All production modules turn certain resources into a product, except for this one, which stores solar power in energy cells. Its output depends on the sector. Your encyclopedia has the info you need. There are also build modules which work very similarly, but their products are ships and equipment. Next, we'll absolutely need a storage module. There are modules for the different types of storage. We only need container storage here, so place one of these. Now, place a habitation module. Without it, you won't have room for a workforce. While productions can run automatically, actual workers increase their efficiency a lot. You do need to keep them supplied with food and medicine, though. By the way, if you're struggling to attract people to your station, a welfare module can go a long way to help. Finally, place a defence module. It doesn't automatically come with any turrets, so let's add some now. Interact with the defence module and select Edit Loadout. This works exactly like loadouts for ships. Add at least one turret and confirm the changes. When you're satisfied, you can confirm your changes with a highlighted button. Now, we need to hire a builder ship. The map is now in a special mode that focuses on these builder ships. The one next to the other station is currently busy, but you can select the other one by interacting with it. Do so now. Next, you need to make sure that the required resources will be delivered to this station's build storage. If you expand this item, you can see exactly what is needed. And if you expand this one, you can allocate funds for trade offers. These will be seen by traders who will then sell them to your station. Of course, you can also deliver everything yourself. But for now, simply accept the estimate and close this menu. The builder ship will now move to your station and use the delivered resources and its welder drones to construct it according to your plan. You can move or remove fully built modules as well. The builder ship will then deconstruct the module, placing the recovered resources back in the build storage. Take your time looking around. Close the map when you're done.
waiting for shuttles? Want to fly wherever you want, whenever you want? Then what you need is a pilot's license. And what's the best place to get?
So, you've successfully built a station. Now, let's make it operate properly. First off, you need a manager. Dock at the nearby station and hire someone.
Docking granted. Solar power plant. Successfully docked.
Welcome.
Quasar, Vanguard.
Hello there. Hello.
Now, interact with your new station and select the manager role.
Great. I look forward to my first assignment.
Your new hire will now travel to the station and start working. Almost every production module turns one or more resources into a product. Solar power being one exception. Your one requires silicon and energy cells and produces silicon wafers. Open the map. Select the mining ship and assign it to mine for the station. It'll also want to buy certain resources, like energy cells, as well as sellers' products. So assign the two transport ships to trade for the station.
Awaiting orders.
The station manager is now taking care of orders for these ships. How well they do depends on the skill of the manager or the ship's pilot, whichever is better. The miner will start to work straight away, but the traders can't. Your station has no budget to buy resources. Open its info menu. Now put some money into the station account by moving the slider. You can also simply accept the manager's estimate. The manager is now going to use that budget to buy resources. Profits from selling products also go into this account. As soon as the manager exceeds the limit by a certain margin, any excess funds will automatically be transferred to your account. Now, interact with the station and open the logical overview. Here you can see a diagram of the station's production line, among other things. To the left, you can see the various resource wares in the station's storage. Next to that are the productions. This station only has one, but you can add many different ones. The rightmost column shows the end products currently in storage. There are many things that you can control from this menu. Select any of the wares. You can override several automatic settings or assign a trade rule specific to this ware. Select the silicon wafers production. It shows you a lot of detailed info, and you can pause the production from here. You can also use this menu to set some wares to be traded without having a production module that needs or produces them. Try to add helium as a trade ware. It shows a warning symbol. If you open the details, you can see what it's about. In this case, the problem is that your station doesn't have the right kind of storage for this ware. You can remove it by deselecting it in the Select Trade Wares menu. You've probably been wondering about the workforce production, so let's open that now. Each production module works better when it has people working in it. The optimal amount depends on the type of production. Workers require food and medicine, even when they're not working. Keep them consistently supplied with these, or they're going to leave. At the bottom, you can see how the workforce is expected to change over time. Growth mainly depends on the sector population, but plenty of living space and a well-maintained station helps as well. You can also build certain welfare modules to attract workers more quickly. Open the drones menu now. Here you can set target amounts for certain types of drones. The manager will then create buy offers for drone components and manufacture
If you
them once
enjoy
these
space
arrive.
games or just want to see how
While
this
most
adventure
traders carry
unfolds,
cargo
stick
drones of their
around.
own, giving the
Let me
station a
know in
few
the
as well
comments
can
if you have
speed
any
upgrades
tips,
with
and
capital
don't forget
ships.
to like and subscribe
And
for
I don't
more.
need to tell you why defense
Let's see
and
where
repair
this journey
drones might
takes
be
us.
useful, right?
See you in next
And
video.
those are
Thanks
the
you for watching my
foundations of
channel.
station
I hope you enjoy it.
You can keep looking around. Simply close the map to complete this tutorial.